welcome to my stream. Today I will be sharing with you all of my eyeshadow palettes. I thought it'd be easier to do it this way than do a video because then I can swatch what you guys want to see swatched and just talk about the palettes in depth that you want talked about. Because when I'm recording a video without you there, I don't know what you want to talk about. Hi, Rachel, or hi, Victoria. I was reading hi, Rachel, and I said, hi. Oh, I'm going to be going over all of my eyeshadow palettes today, and I'm prepared to swatch what you want to see swatched. I have a bunch of makeup wipes. It's going to be a long video. I got a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Oh, thank you. How are you tonight, by the way? So I'm going to start from left to right because I have them piled on the desk in front of me. First, I have the Bad Habit collection that I have, and this is the Aura palette. It is the dupe for the Prism palette, and I do still intend on depotting the shimmers and putting them in the Prism palette. Hi, Jessica. My Saturday is going good. How's yours? I'm just going over all of my eyeshadow palettes. So I just talked about one, the Aura palette. Did you want to see any swatches of that at all? Otherwise, we'll move on to the next one. It is a really good palette. I do really like Bad Habit shadows in general. I recommend them for the price. That's so exciting! Every time I look for the ColourPop concealer in my shade, it's sold out. You saw it? Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. So the next one is the Solstice palette by Bad Habit, and it's the dupe for the Natasha Denona Sunset. And I actually have a video on this palette doing 3 looks with it. So I do really like this palette, but I don't know. I'm not that big of a like orangey warm tone person, so it's not my favorite. Hi, Justin. Thank you for coming, sweetie. Did you guys want to see any swatches of this one? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Hi, Cha. Thanks for coming. Okay, so next is the Supernova palette by Bad Habit, and it's the dupe for the Lila palette by Natasha Denona. It looks like this. And I've used this in a couple of videos, but I don't have a 3 looks video on it. Anyone want to see any swatches of this one? You still have terrible service, hun? I'm sorry. I appreciate you trying to be here. Yes, swatches. Okay. So let me just pick a few of the fun colors. And then a few of the mattes. So that's 3 of the shimmers and 3 of the mattes. Hi, Gnomes. I forget your real name. I'm sorry. So they're really pigmented and really nice. Aw, thank you. I really like it too. I was actually inspired by Angelica Nyquist. I don't know, the Swedish YouTuber. She did a look with palette bingo, I think, and she did like a pink and what was it? Pink and yellow look. And I really like the style of it, so I tried to copy it, but with different colors. Marie, okay. Sorry about that, Marie. I'm so forgetful. So next is the Athena palette by Bad Habit. It looks like this. It has the one pressed glitter, and I really do enjoy this palette, especially all the fun duochromes in it. It's a really nice palette. I don't know why that was held for review, Jessica. That's weird. I fixed it. I didn't know you were doing a Born to Run palette giveaway. I've got one. We're going to talk about it when I get down the line. So I'll let somebody else have that. But everybody else, go check out Jessica's giveaway. Did anybody want to see swatches of the Athena? I put a little music on. I don't know if you can hear it. The volume's really low. How do you see the palette? Is that what you're asking, Victoria? Okay. I'm going to swatch the duochromy shades and the glitter. Oh, I didn't get everything all the way off. Okay. And then a couple mattes. And this one is a dupe for, I think, the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette. The glitter, I did swatch the glitter. It's the really glittery one. So all those Bad Habits are really nice quality. I would recommend anything from Bad Habit. Everything I've tried so far, I have been extremely happy with. And then my next stack is ones, I only have one from the brand. So first is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. And it is this unicorn inspired palette right here. It's basically all shimmers with one matte. And this is a face highlighter, but you can use it on the eyes. Hi, purple or blue. And it smells amazing. Tarte Shadows smells so good. Hi, big boy Johnny. Does anybody want to see swatches of this one? I know you can no longer get this one. I also have a 3 looks, 1 palette video on this one as well. Okay, I'll take it. No swatches on that one. Okay, next is the Juvia's Place Mini Masquerade palette. And this one, to time-lapse house building video before. No, I have not reacted to a time-lapse house building video before. Hi, Kitty! Yeah, I'm so glad you came. So this one, I just recently did a video on. You guys voted on this palette. And if you need to see swatches, I can do it. But I think we all know what this one looks like. It's so good. You should get it. I want more Juvia's Place. I just keep forgetting to buy some. So I'll take that as no swatches. So next I have the Ciate and Chloe Morello Pretty Fun Fearless palette. And this one I actually customized because I hated the formula of the shimmers in the palette. So I popped the shimmers out and put in shimmers I had depotted from other palettes. So this is kind of like my own custom palette, and it is well loved and used and abused. And I just want to show you like the shimmers that I replaced, how amazing they are. I can't show you how bad the ones were to begin with, but like, look at that. I really like the Ciate matte formula, but the shimmer formula, I I could never get anything on my eye at all. And then I just have a magnetic palette from Divina full of singles from like depotted. Like this is Viseart, this is Urban Decay, bareMinerals. And then we have the Smashbox Full Exposure, which got mixed reviews, but I really love this palette. It's a neutral palette. It has a whole row of mattes and a whole row of shimmers. And I was able to create a Halloween like skull look with mostly just this palette. It's so amazing. It's really sheer and buildable, so it's not intensely pigmented right off the bat, which I think is why a lot of people didn't like it. If I'm going too fast, let me know, guys, but I'm just trying to get through these because I have a lot of palettes and I want to get my whole collection in. So next is the Identity palette by Persona, and it is another neutral palette, and I really like this one. I've traveled with it. It's good for doing like wearable looks instead of bright and colorful looks like I normally like to do. And the mattes and the shimmers are both a really good formula. Anyone want to see swatches of the Persona palette? This one's still available and I definitely recommend it. No? Alright, moving on. Next. Oh, thank you, Marie. Next is the My Little Pony palette. I saved the outer packaging because it's just so cute. It looks like this. And I recently found out that I have been reading the names wrong because I thought the names corresponded with what was directly on the other side of them, but apparently it's backwards. So like this one would be this shadow. So I've been calling this one Minty and really it's Sky Dancer. But this is a really good palette. I do like ColourPop shadows, and I actually just ordered another one of these for a future giveaway, so I'm really excited about that. So look forward to that. And just as I'm talking about a palette, if you want to see swatches of any of the shadows, just type in the chat. That way I know and I don't set them to the side. Okay, next is the Cargo Emerald City palette. And this one, hey, oh, Ben, you're here, you made it. Hi. So this one, a lot of people were unhappy with because it only had this quad of greens. But the Emerald City they're talking about, even though the whole palette is green, is Seattle. And the whole city isn't green because it's a city and it has like buildings and other stuff in it. It's not a rainforest like on the Olympic Peninsula. So they have other colors. And I really enjoy this one. All I'm doing, Ben, is talking about all the palettes I own. And I got this one. Ooh, I blinded you. I got this one on sale on Black Friday, and I think it's good for the price I paid for it, but I don't think I would pay full price for it because it's good, but it's not like amazing, and it is like high-end pricing. Next is my collection of Unzipped palettes. So let's start with the original Unzipped. which is actually my newest addition to the collection. And this one is so beautiful. And it's really, to me, like a bridal palette. It's so pretty. And Lorac Shadows, like the Unzipped formula, is so good. So then we have the Unzipped Gold, which I am definitely going to swatch for you because it has the best gold that I have in my entire collection in it. It's so good. And this one, honestly, even though the other one is like bridal, this one I think maybe I would use on my wedding day because we're going to have like silver and gold as our colors. So I think I would more reach towards the gold palette for my makeup, but we'll see. Then you have the Unzipped Sunset palettes, and this is the Mountain Sunset, and this actually was voted for a something old, I believe. Yeah, I think so. And I did 3 looks with it, and I don't think it's as good as these two. Like, these two are on another level, but it's still a good palette, and I do like it, and I do recommend it. Then we have the Ocean Sunset, and this one I wanted, honestly, just for this one color. And it, unless you wet this color, it does not come off like it does in the pan. Like, it comes off really light and sheer. So it was kind of a disappointment, but when you wet it, it looks really green and intense and beautiful. And then you have the Desert Sunset palette, and I think this is my least used out of all of my Unzipped palettes. And it's really pretty. It's just so warm, and the purple sucks. So, hi Rosori and Buck, thanks for stopping by. So let me just show you how much this purple sucks. Oh, it actually kind of worked okay there, but with a brush, it doesn't work very well at all. So if you're looking at that palette and you're like lusting after the purple, just don't go there. Then we have my 2 Anastasia palettes. I've got the Prism palette, which looks exactly like the first palette I showed you, the Aura palette. And this, I love the mattes, but I hate the shimmers. So I think I'm going to depot the shimmers and replace them. But like, look at that blue. It's like nothing. And I don't know, they're not very good. But the Modern Renaissance, on the other hand, is amazing, and I recommend this to everyone. Every time I pick this up, I create a look that I'm just so happy with. I look at it in my drawer and I'm like, I never use that. I should declutter it. But then I pick it up and play with it and I'm like, oh yeah, it's so pretty. ABH is your favorite, Victoria? They're a really good brand. They make a lot of good products. And I'm sure we've all seen swatches and looks over the years, so we don't need to see swatches of this. Next, we have my little palette. So, ooh, you have Soft Glam? I heard that one's really good. We have the Mauve Obsessions by Huda Beauty. And this one is really good, especially for traveling because of its tiny, compact little size. And I use this for my Valentine's Day tutorial, and I really like how that came out. And I really like this shadow as like an all-over one-and-done color. It's really nice. I need all the shades, Rosorian. All the shades. One set of like 12 colors is not enough. I need the entire spectrum of colors. Then we have the Electric Obsessions by Huda Beauty, and I really like this one as well. And it's a good way for me when I'm traveling to pack like some bright colors without, you know, overpacking and bringing a bigger, clunkier palette. Victoria says she has the Bad Habit dupe for the Mauve by Huda Beauty. Is that one really good? Because every Bad Habit palette I've tried so far is really good. Then we have two Maybelline City Minis. We have the Shayla palette. Did you want to see swatches, Kitty? I can swatch the Electric Obsessions for you. And this is what the Shayla palette looks like. Honestly, I never reach for it. I just keep it for sentimental value. Let me look at that. She asked if I thought it would be hard to depot. Maybe. There's not much of a gap in between like the pan and the plastic for you to get anything in there. Exactly, Ben. You never know when you need that certain color. I don't know. I think you could do it, but you would have to be really slow and really careful. But anyway, I was saying I keep this for sentimental value because I used this palette the night I proposed to Justin. So I don't want to get rid of it because, you know, it's special to me. I know, I love depotting my shadows too. A Dumb Reach palette. I don't know what that means. Hi, Destin! We're just talking about all my palettes. I'm showing you my entire eyeshadow collection. So next we have the City Mini in Chill Brunch Neutrals. And this is the color scheme I love the best out of all the City Minis. This purpley taupey looking one. And it has two mattes and one like satin. So it's not bad as far as shimmer to matte ratio. Bye, Rosorian! But I definitely recommend the City Minis if you find like a color scheme you like. They're good quality and they're really nice for travel. And Destin, I was telling everyone to type swatches or swatch it if you want to see swatches of the palette as I'm talking about them before I like put them down and move on to the next one. Oh, I've never heard that before, Ben. Something you don't have to think too much and just get it done and works every time. A Dumb Reach palette. Oh, never heard that. Do I have one? I don't have a go-to look, but I guess Modern Renaissance would be my Dumb Reach palette because it works every time. Okay, next I have the bareMinerals Latte palette, and the writing has worn off severely. But it is beautiful. And the shadows are really good quality. I just don't like that there's 4 shimmers and 2 mattes. I really don't like that ratio. But I can get beautiful looks out of it, and I do like it. Then we have the Rose palette, and the writing is worn off even more horribly. Aw, thanks, Destin! And it looks like this. And this one, I think maybe I'll declutter soon because I'm not super in love with it. Like, these 2 light shades look so similar, and there's no really mid-tone matte shade, and the shimmers are mid-tone. Am I going to do a look on this live, Ben? No, I'm not going to do a look. I've already done a look. Yeah, I might keep it, I might not, but right now I'm kind of like, it doesn't have everything that I want. And then we have my Urban Decay collection. It is the brand I think I have the most from. So let's start with the Vice Limited Reloaded, my biggest palette from them. And this one I depotted and rearranged just because the color layout didn't make sense to me. And I wanted the colors, you know, when I look at it, I want to be able to easily put together a look, not have to like really think hard. So rearranging them like this makes it easier when I pull out this palette for me to create a look. Then we have the Electric palette, which I used for the green on my eyes today. And this is a really awesome palette. I wish they didn't discontinue it. I would say it's pretty much essential for anybody who likes to add a pop of bright color or even more than that, but they discontinued it. I got mine on sale for 50% off because they were discontinuing it. You can get a lot of Urban Decay palettes on sale. Those things go on sale all the time. I got this one on sale, the After Dark palette. And this one is all metallics, which made me laugh because when the Heavy Metal palette came out, like last year, they said, it's our first all metallic palette. And I was like, what about this? What about this? I really like this one. I think it's really good. It's really nice. If you have an all matte palette to pair with it, and I do have a couple all matte palettes. I think the Violet Voss Rainbow palette actually has more colors, Kitty. I could be wrong, but I think it has more colors. Hi, Sam! Yay! Thank you for coming. So, again, if anybody wants to see swatches, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going through them. Sam, what we're doing is we're going through my entire palette collection, and I would say now we're a little over halfway through right now. So next we have the Naked Smoky, which actually was a hand-me-down. My sister decluttered this and gave it to me. And at first I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but I played with it and I really do enjoy it. I can imagine you going into Ulta and picking up one of these items for sure. So this is the Naked Smoky, which I think they also discontinued. I'm pretty sure. Next is the Smoked palette, which came out before the Smoky, and this one I got on sale for like $10. It was amazing, and the shadows are really, really pretty. This is actually my second one. I bought 2 on accident, and the first one I depotted, and then I ended up decluttering those depotted shadows because I was like, I have another whole palette. And it comes with an eyeliner. I still keep the eyeliner in there. Then we have the Moon Dust palette, which is an all glitter palette. And these shadows are so beautiful. Aw, thank you, Sam. And I did a 3 looks 1 palette video with this, and Kitty actually did a recreation of one of those looks, and it turned out really good. Aw, you guys are so nice. Okay, and then next we have the Urban Decay Distortion palette. And this was from just this last holiday season. It has all of these like duochrome transformer shades up here. And then I think all the rest of them, the black one is matte, but all the rest of them are shimmers. And it's a really pretty palette that I do not play with often enough. This is one of my neglected palettes for sure. Then we have the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. And this is just an all matte palette. And it's really, really handy when you're working with palettes like the Moon Dust palette or the Electric palette or things like that that don't have any mattes. And this has a nice mixture of like warm and cool tone mattes. I definitely recommend this palette. And sometimes they have sales on it. I got this for like $10 off, I think. Yeah, the reason I talked myself into it is because I got it $10 off Destin. And then next is my Princess Palette collection. So I'm sure most of you have seen the Cinderella palette. This is a Sephora and Disney collaboration, and it's pretty old. But the shadows still seem to perform fine. I buy my palettes from Ulta, Sephora, the brand direct website, Shop Hush for the Bad Habit palettes. I bought palettes from Muse Beauty Pro. My Viseart palettes I bought from Muse Beauty Pro. So all over the place. But yeah, so this is the Cinderella palette. Really pretty, but not the best quality shadows, to be honest. Sephora shadows I'm not a huge fan of. Then we have the Lorac Beauty and the Beast palette. And it came with a brush. And this one's really pretty. And I really like this palette. I need to take it out and play with it. This is also one I've been neglecting. And it has a little mirror. Then we have the Besame Snow White and Seven Dwarfs palette. I don't like shopping in store in Sephora either, Ben. I get it. And it has a little face chart of what all the colors are on Snow White's face. And then these are all the shadows, and they're all mattes, and they're really good shadows. I'm really glad I got my hands on this. It was expensive, especially I bought it from the Disney website and had to pay shipping and stuff. It was expensive, but it's so gorgeous, and it's definitely like a collector's piece. So those are my 3 princess palettes. And then we have my Viseart palettes. So first we have the Boheme Dream, and this is just like the Rainbow Shimmer palette. I've used this in at least one video. I do really enjoy it. I use that metallic red in my Colorado Sunset tutorial. It's really nice. If you want to splurge on something, I recommend Viseart, definitely. Then we have the Editorial palette, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's really beat up because I love the crap out of this thing. I heard they were discontinuing this though, which would be terrible. So if you can find it, you should get it. Then we have the Grand Pro Volume 1, which is this all matte palette. And it's really gorgeous. This puppy, $175. I feel like an insane person spending that. Swatch it. Okay, I'll swatch it. Oh, oh no. I'm trying to get a variety of colors. So that's what several of them look like. The quality is really good. It's really good. Like, come on, look at that purple. You don't see purples like that. Right, then we have my new palettes. And these I keep in my little thingy. And we'll just go with the oldest to newest. Got the Weekend Festival palette from BH Cosmetics. It looks like this. It's really fun and colorful, but you can also do some neutral looks with it. And I'm not sure about all BH Cosmetics shadows, but the formula on this palette is really, really good, and I definitely recommend it. Then I have a palette that my friend got me when she traveled to Europe, and I think she got it in Greece, but it's actually from Turkey or something. It is Flormar, the Color Wonder eyeshadow palette, and it's really dark and smoky, and I haven't used it. Okay, let me go back. Dark blue, purple in the middle. This one right here. Sorry, I didn't see you say swatch it. Okay. Dark blue, purple. This one would be easy to depot, by the way. So 3 shimmers. And let's do 3 mattes. So that's the purple blue color. Hi, Patricia. Thank you for coming. So that's that. Anyway, this is the palette from Flormar. I don't think I'm ever going to actually use it. It's just a souvenir keepsake. Okay, Sam, I'll see you in a little bit. Then we have my two Harmony collections from Divina. We have the Blue Betch Harmony collection, which has 12 eyeshadows and 2 highlighters. Yeah, at first there's a lot of awkward silences, Destin, but if you have a topic and you're kind of prepared, it really helps. So this is the Blue Betch set, and I have definitely done a video on this one, so you guys can also check that out if you want. Patricia, I'm just going over my entire eyeshadow collection, and if you want me to swatch something while I'm talking about it, type swatch it, or I want to see swatches or something. Otherwise, I just put it down and I move on to the next one. So next we have the pink icing set, and this has 13 shadows and 2 highlighters. And thank you, Ben. Oh, yay, Sam's back. Yeah, my throat's still a little sore, but I feel a lot better. Divina announced that they're doing 12-pan palettes for their collections now, so they're not doing them with the highlighters or anything anymore, which is really sad to me because I love the highlighters that I got with my Harmony collections. And then we have the Lime Crime Venus 3. It is this pinky purpley palette right here. And this one I wore in 2 of last week's videos. That's what I was wearing. And I do like it, but I am disappointed because this looks really purple, but it comes off really pink, to me at least. Like, that looks more pink than purple to me. Okay. Then we have 2 Divina Magnetic palettes full of Divina Duochromes. So I have all of these. And then these 2 blue ones. Yeah, Sam is awesome, Ben. I agree. Then we have the Tartist Pro palette, which is not new, but there. So it doesn't reflect so much. It's really pretty. It's all mattes and then this row of shimmers. And of course, smells freaking delicious, like every Tarte palette. Oh, I breathed in the fragrance too much. I'm not gonna eat it. I know better than to eat eyeshadow, Sam. I know better. Then we have the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Ooh. And this one, I think I might do a video on. I don't know yet, but there's so many videos out there on it. I have to describe the smells. It smells like vanilla and cupcakes and deliciousness. This one smells like makeup. Yeah, most of them are unscented. And this one was meant to be like the perfect travel palette, and I think it might actually be, and I want to try and travel with it and see what I can do with it when I travel. I want a cupcake. You have cupcakes? Give me a cupcake. And then we have two Bad Habit palettes. I recently placed a Bad Habit order and got the Arabesque palette, which is the dupe for the Soft Glam. And it's really pretty, and it's what I used for like the browns and the black on my look today. And it's a really good palette. I definitely recommend it if like you want the soft glam but don't want to spend that much. This is a good alternative. Oh my gosh! 45 minutes in and we've only got 2 left. I've been going real fast. Okay, so then we have the Afterglow by Bad Habit, which is the dupe for the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions. I don't know what it's called. And this one is really pretty. I really like this, and I've actually heard... Hi! Thanks for coming! That's okay. I messaged you on Instagram. But this one is really good if you like corally shadows. And I wore this one in today's video. Oh no, your phone was dead. And then the last one is the Too Faced Life's a Festival, which is this really pretty rainbow like duochrome palette. And I'm definitely doing a video on this one. This one has a smell too. I think it's supposed to be like a white chocolate smell, but I can't pinpoint it to white chocolate. And 47 minutes in, we're done. That's my entire palette collection. That one was easy to depot. Yeah, actually, I remember you depotted that and you arranged it in your Z palette in the rainbow, and I thought that was so cool. Sorry about my dogs. Ugh. So, what are you all up to tonight? I love that palette so much. I use the colors from it all the time. Yeah, I haven't really played with it too much, but they seem like they're really good. Like Too Faced for me is hit and miss. Like the quality of it, it can vary. It's not consistent, but that one seems really good. Mandy, the browns and the black is the Bad Habit Arabesque palette, which is the dupe for the Soft Glam. And then the green is the Electric palette and this color right here. Which one is my least favorite? I would have to say this one. That was easy. This one. The Rose Gen Nude from bareMinerals. Bye, Victoria! But Mandy, I didn't I have a shadow on my nose. I didn't do the look on camera, so I could always do a tutorial on this later if you want. but I didn't do the look on camera. But this is the palette that I like the least out of all of my palettes. My least favorite from one, that's tough. I don't know if I can do that. I mean, most of them, like 99% of them, I really like. So I don't know that I can pick a like least favorite 10. Maybe like least used 10. Like, honestly, I can say I've never created a look fully with just this palette. This is one of my least used palettes. I have so many palettes, though, a lot of them get neglected. Where would I rate this from 1 to 10? I would rate this like a 5. And because I have so many really good palettes, like having an average palette is just like, why? When I have all these amazing palettes. Oh, yep, I did mention it. I just had a brain fart. I mentioned it as I was going over those specific palettes. But yeah, I'm sorry you missed most of it. Some that I find redundant. Not from eating makeup, Sam. I would probably say like the smoky ones, like having this one and this. Where's? Like these 3. Mostly I can do the same thing with these 3. There are a lot of repeated shades. Justin, honestly, I don't care how old my palette is. If it still works, I'm still going to use it. I do not declutter because palettes are too old. I declutter because I don't use them. You got the Nikki Glaze donut? That's so exciting. All right, well, does anybody else have any other questions, or should we get off and let Mandy go live? Yes, most of them have an expiration date anywhere from 6 to 24 months. Like this one, 6 months, or this one is 6 months. I've had this maybe 12 months now. I'm not going to throw it away. It still works. It's still good. It doesn't smell weird or look weird or perform weird. Oh, okay. So they actually turned and went bad. Yeah, I would declutter those too. I'm a mess. I don't think I'm going live. Oh no! What's going on? Are you okay, Mandy? Oh, commercial. Hi, Stalker. Aw, thank you, Ben. Oh, you did buy the travel size? That's awesome. Hi, Jim. I'm surprised to see you here. I'm glad you're okay, Mandy. So any more eyeshadow palette questions? That's okay. Bye, kitty. Thanks for coming. Bye, Sam. Yes, you'll see me soon. With all the brushes. Oh, all right. Sorry, you're getting blinded. What are my dumb reach brushes? Well, eye brush wise, my dumb reach brushes are probably the ones that are on the dirty side of my little divider. I have a little divider in here, and this is clean and this is dirty, and I keep reusing the dirty ones over and over. He's at a gun show. I can't say hi to him, but thank you, Jim. Thanks for coming. So I'll just go through what they are. So this is a crease brush from Royal & Langnickel. A lot of Sigma brushes in here. This is a Sigma Crease E47, a really tiny detailed crease brush. A Sigma Short Shader E20 that I use to smudge out my lower lash line. A Sigma Blending E25, which is just a tapered blending brush. And then a Sigma Large Shader E60, which I use to set my primer, and just because it's so big, it covers a wide area and does that really fast. And then this little small eyeliner E10 makes for really precise wings. The Cut Crease E62, which you can tell I've used. I should do a review of my brushes on a separate video. You asked what my dumb reach. It takes a lot of brushes to do a detailed look. Do you want me to stop talking about my brushes and do it in a separate video? Yay, Destin's back. Ben, I'm waiting for your answer. I know, right? Oh, okay. Let me get a pen and write that down. Okay, and then I got two more of those tapered blending brushes from my different marble sets, one from Sonia Kashuk and one from BH Cosmetics, because I just love those kind of blending brushes. And then one from Wet n Wild from their Pro brushes. And then have a detailed blending brush, E36 from Sigma, that I use to like blend the black. It's really good for that. Then I have an eSum W21 that I use for like the shimmers, if you can't tell by how shiny it is. And then this is a Sephora small shadow that I also use to pat colors on the lid. And then this is just a crown pencil brush. So those are all my dirty eye brushes, so eye brushes that I'm definitely using. I have a bunch more, and it's not that I don't use them, but these are like probably my go-to. Do you want me to go over my go-to face brushes? Because that's a whole nother thing. I'll just do it. Okay, so my go-to foundation brush is between two. It is between the 3D HD Max Kabuki from Sigma, which is like this diamond shape. It's really cool. And then the flat angled Kabuki F88 from Sigma. I don't like rounded Kabukis. Then I typically cream contour, so I use this one to place the contour. And this is the F77 from Sigma, and I use this one to blend it out, and this is the F04. It's just a domed brush. And then for concealer, I use the F64 Soft Blend Concealer. Then, as glamorous as I am on YouTube all the time, I don't wear makeup to work, ever. I always go to work with a bare face, so I never get compliments on my makeup at work. I'm a dog groomer, so I get like wet and I get licked, and just makeup is not practical to wear to my job. And then for setting my under eye, I like the Real Technique setting brush. And for setting my whole face, I like this Royal and Langnickel powder brush. Yeah, Destin, it's I see some groomers do it, and I mean it doesn't wear well throughout the day at work. And then for bronzer, I like this one from bareMinerals, this Seamless Shaping and Finishing. I really like these tulip shaped brushes for bronzer. I like, I don't know, just the way they fit. Then for blush, I have the Delium Tools 964. It's just a small tapered fluffy brush. And then for highlight, I like the F03 from Sigma. That or the, depending on the highlighter, the F42 Strobing Fan. Hi, Terry! Thank you for coming! No, we have not done a collaboration, Ben. But that'd be cool. And I forgot, because I don't do it that often, for powder contour, if I were to powder contour, I like the F23 from Sigma. So those are all my go-to face brushes. Hi, Young Fresh. Thank you for coming. I have even more brushes, and then I also have these display brushes that I just keep because they're so pretty, and they're from BH Cosmetics and Sonia Kashuk. Oh, no, you get out of here, sir. Sorry, that really got me going to see that message. I don't know if anybody else saw that. I knew trolls were going to come eventually. I knew it. He said, I look like I give good head. Yes, I banned him from the channel. Immediately. As soon as I saw it, I banned him from the channel. Well, Destin, if you have any ideas, totally message me on Twitter or Instagram or my email. I'm open to it. Hi, Robbie. Thanks for coming. Okay, I will if I have any ideas. You did say you would. We were just talking about the troll I just kicked out. He was real pervy. No, that wasn't my first troll. Yeah. Well, I think, Ben, mostly the trolls come to be pervy and creepy towards women, not handsome, dapper, gentlemen. We need more bridges. That's funny. I'm going to give you guys a sneak preview of a collaboration that I have coming up with Nerdynomicon, aka Robbie, because I'm so excited and I want to show him. We are doing a collaboration for Twilight Princess, and I want to show you my tiara. Ooh. What do you think? I might like better if the ponytail wasn't tucked in. Thank you, Ben. Obviously, I'll have a different face on, but I really like this. I got it from Etsy. I got it custom made. I just need to find something to wear with it. I'm slacking on that. A little bit. Like, I was at the Thon for like maybe an hour or two today, but I'm not there as regular as I used to be. Just some of the people rubs me the wrong way, and I just, yeah, didn't want to be around it as much. I haven't seen you there the few times I've been there recently. Do you not go anymore, Ben? it near a bridge? No, it's not near a bridge. It's on YouTube. And this is like too slow. We gotta skip this. I guess virtual bridges. I was thinking actual, like, physical bridges. Hi, Nero. Okay, Ben. That makes sense. I see people in there with like 5K still trying to get support. Hi, AM21. I'm doing good. How are you? I mean, it definitely does give growth to your channel and get you a lot of good, genuine support, but there's just some people involved with it that aren't so good. Thank you. I agree, Ben. I mean, if you don't get into a place where you can tell people about your channel, like, who's going to know about your channel? How are they going to find you? YouTube isn't going to help people find you. We all know that. Hi, Victoria. All right, well, I think I'm going to go so I can get a cough drop and some throat coat and soothe my throat because it's starting to feel real itchy. Lovecraftian horrors. YouTube only wants to show the big YouTubers. I agree, Destin. Don't worry, I'll leave it up so she can watch it on the replay. Thank you, Destin. All right, have a good night, everybody. Bye.